SNAB, where we aim to make A-level biology as simple as a cell. So today we're looking at understanding how to determine the time of death of a mammal by examining the extent of decomposition, the state of succession, forensic entomology, body temperature, and degree of muscle contraction. So let's start. So, time of death. So, the science of investigating criminal activities is known as forensics, and that is what a majority of this topic will be focusing on. And the time of death is often investigated in forensics to give vital details about crime scenes. So, time of death is often affected by the extent of decomposition, the stage of succession, which is something that we explore more in topic 4, but yes, it links to topic 6 as well. Forensic entomology, body temperature, and degree of muscle contraction. So the extent of decomposition. So decomposers carry out the process of decomposition, which begins immediately after death. In the early stages, the skin usually appears greenish in color, and when it does, this is an indication that the breakdown of cells and tissues are taking place. Indication of bloating suggests that methane is produced, which is produced by the breakdown of tissues and organs by microorganisms. And at this stage, the skin will start to blister and fall off. A few weeks later, the soft tissue will turn to liquid, and this process repeats until a skeleton remains. And once again, after a few centuries, the skeleton will also begin to disintegrate. So the rate can be affected by different factors as well. The rate of decomposition can be affected by different factors. It's not a linear process, and some of the factors that can affect the rate of decomposition is the temperature of where the body is found and oxygen availability as well. So in higher temperatures and higher oxygen availability environments, the decomposition rate would be a lot more faster. But this is the general kind of timeline. So the stage of succession. So succession, which is something we look more into topic 4 and will be uploaded soon, is the change in the types of organisms found in a habitat over time. And this is, like I mentioned, look more in detail in topic 4. In dead bodies, all the new species remain as decomposition progresses, in contrast to your normal process of succession, where usually the species replaces the original species, and it's like a cycle. But in dead bodies, the original species, they remain. So the species found on the organism can give us an estimate of the time of death. So here's a typical cycle of what happens like in succession in dead bodies. So first you will notice bacteria multiplying, and then followed by flies begin to lay eggs and larvae begin to hatch. So you will start to see flies, and then you will start to see beetles. And after a certain point of time, you will see the flies leave, and this is because flies they look for moisture-rich environments, and at some point the bodies begin to dry out, and that's not ideal for flies. So you will see the population of flies begin to reduce. Then the beetles remain, however, because they thrive in dry environments anyway. And then after a certain amount of time, most organisms begin to leave actually, but this is kind of the general cycle of for what type of succession takes place. However, it is important to note that different factors can affect the rate of succession, once again, like oxygen availability, location, moisture content, etc. So, forensic entomology is the study of insect species observed in dead bodies. So, blowfly eggs hatch after 24 hours. And factors that might affect progression of insect life cycles are drugs found in the body, humidity, oxygen, and temperature. So this is also another kind of route you can look into if you want to estimate the time of death. So body temperature. So when a person dies, metabolic reactions stop eventually. This results in the body temperature dropping until it matches the temperature of the environment. The process by which this takes place is called algor mortis, and you should remember that. It's quite good to use them in answers in your exam questions. And so the body temperature decreases around 1.5 to 2 degrees Celsius per hour. So you can kind of estimate the time of death using maths. However, once again, various other factors can affect the rate at which the body temperature drops, and this includes the air temperature, the surface area to volume ratio, the clothing that the body is wearing. So these are also factors that can affect the rate of temperature dropping. So this number of decreasing 1.5 to 2 degrees every hour, it gives you an estimate. It might not give you the most accurate answer, but it's a pretty good estimate. So muscle contraction. So this is a topic we will look more into in topic 7. But this is all you need to know for topic 6 for now. So 4 to 6 hours after death, muscle contraction can be observed. So this results in general stiffening of the body, and this process is called rigor mortis. So you should also know this keyword. Muscle cells no longer have access to oxygen, so that means they are going to respire anaerobically. This is something we've seen in GCSE, so you should know this. And anaerobic respiration, as you guys would know, produces lactic acid. Accumulation of lactic acid, because, well, it's an acid, so it's going to decrease the pH, and this results in the denaturing of enzymes that produce ATP. I think in this kind of section, you're going to see like this connection between different like A-level biology topics and GCSE biology topics you've studied over the years. So they kind of come together in this kind of section. So if you have a good understanding of that, this is going to be pretty easy to understand. So as you guys would know, if you so kind of extreme pH is going to lead to the denaturing of enzymes that produce ATP. So without ATP, the myosin heads, more on this in topic 7, are fixed to the actin filament. So this locks the muscles in a contracted state, and this results in stiffening. So rigor mortis will start in the smaller muscles, usually in the head, and then they gradually increase and kind of take place in larger muscles as well. So kind of looking at the progression of rigor mortis can give you a good estimate of the time of death. And this can once again be affected by factors such as level of muscle development and temperature. And so in this case, rigor mortis is usually a lot more faster at higher temperatures. So that is all from Professor Snap today. I hope you found this video useful. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below and I'll get back to them as soon as possible. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.